My entitled neighbor keeps calling the cops on the people above them, as they file just about every complaint in the book to try and get them evicted. But all of this backfired in a tremendous way that for me kind of proves that karma absolutely exists. Here's what happened. Okay, so I manage a small multi-unit building in New York City, and one of the tenants was a neighbor straight from the depths of Hades. She complained about the people who lived above her on a daily basis, a married couple in their late 20s, and one of their siblings sharing a 2-bedroom apartment. She would call the police, the city, and our office constantly about excessive noise. Every single time, the complaints turned out to be completely unfounded. Some were made when the upstairs tenants weren't even home, and once when they were out of the country. And I knew they weren't lying because when I called them, their phones had that international ringtone. The downstairs tenant works from home and insists that any normal daytime sounds between 9 o'clock and 5 o'clock are completely unacceptable and prevent her from doing her job. She decided to dig through city records and discover that the upstairs unit was still listed as a 1-bedroom apartment. Well, she then immediately demanded that we evict the upstairs tenants for illegal occupation. When we didn't do that, she went straight to the city and filed a complaint, and that move backfired on her mission to get peace and quiet. The city issued a violation and gave the landlord 2 options: either revert the unit back to a 1-bedroom or bring it up to current code as a 2-bedroom. Well, the owner chose to bring it up to code. The upstairs tenants, the married couple and the sibling, were temporarily moved into another apartment rent-free while construction went on for a month. Work started every morning at 8 o'clock sharp and wrapped up at around 4 o'clock in the evening. Ironically enough, the couple had actually been planning to move out before all of this. The old walls had some lead paint and they just weren't comfortable staying long-term with that. But since the renovation completely gutted and rebuilt the place, new walls, updated wiring, everything up to modern standards, they just simply decided to stay. So now the downstairs tenants who couldn't stand daytime noise got to experience 5 straight weeks of hammering, drilling, and construction boots overhead every single day. And when it was all done, it was still a 2-bedroom apartment, with a married couple moving back in and the sibling deciding not to return because the 2nd bedroom was now being turned into a nursery for their new baby, which was on the way. And now this lady gets to enjoy the sounds of a crying newborn and little feet running around all day, every day.